Hi, this is John Campbell, and I am running for the 53rd District of California congressional seat. And I am here at the lovely Balboa Park with my great friend Beck, who is also an awesome entrepreneur. And she's going to ask me a couple of questions about the campaign. A lot of things that people have generally been wondering about what my views are on the overall approach. So here we go.
Let's do it. So first of all, John, why are you running for Congress?
So there's a couple aspects to that. One is it's something that has interested me for a long time, and I suspect most people who run feel the same way. Another part is just a point in my life right now. It's a point where I can devote a sufficient amount of time for it. And then the other thing that kind of pushed it over the hurdle was I'm trying a uniquely different approach, and I don't know how many people are in a position where they can try an approach like this that I think needs to be done, but too many people need to play it safe. And I want to really push the envelope on trying to get our government back to a functioning status again.
Is that what it relates to in terms of being called Candid Campbell?
So Candid Campbell. First off, I don't have there is a congressman in Orange County named John Campbell. So as far as doing a Google search on Candid Campbell, my name would never come up. So I wanted to come up with a different name, kind of a little bit of a theme, maybe even an approach. And eventually Candid Campbell came up, a little bit of play on the camera aspect, but it's also the candid aspect of I'm going to want to and have to say some things that, you know, some people may not hear or want to hear, but it needs to be said. And maybe I'm going to be the voice to do it while the other parties are trying to stick to their talking points.
Speaking of parties, you're running as an independent. What is that about?
So I've been an independent for a number of years. I actually left the two-party system a few years ago, 5 years ago in fact. And ultimately I felt like neither of the parties were really addressing the people's concerns and my concerns. I felt like they were more focused on staying in power. And the independent component for me was probably the best decision I've ever made in the whole political realm of things, because there's a freedom that you can't know until you're outside the system, in coming to conclusions, having conversations with people. You don't get pigeonholed. You try not to get pigeonholed into a binary system where it's either this or that. There's a lot more than just two opinions out there, and I feel the independent voice needs to be broadcast more.
So now, speaking of the independent voice, what do you politically stand for?
So that's a question I get a lot, and I'm going to address that, but the way I want to address it is in individual videos on topics. The challenge for me is when somebody asks you a position on something, their natural instinct is to try and put you again into those binary choices where you can't, you can either be this choice or that choice. And I want to make sure that I have the proper videos to explain more than just a 10-second soundbite on I'm for this or I'm against this. So I will be doing these types of interviews on specific issues over the coming weeks. And the other thing is that, you know, an email or a text or a tweet, we all know the human language is very inconcise. And people try, I mean, how many times have we sent a text or a tweet and the other person took it the wrong way? And yet another reason why I'm trying to do video. The fun part about videos, though, is you get activities like
live activity in the park.
But you know what? That's part of the candid approach as well, is I'm not going to be taking 10 takes and editing and cropping. This is just, it's me, it's what you're going to see. There could be skateboarders going behind us. There was a couple over there earlier. It's just an open book, and that's what I actually want to show. If I get into Congress, I'll show it as much as I possibly can, and I think that people will be very interested in that.